IVM.
Hey, welcome to the Geek Bulletin, where we discuss the news and the not news of the year.
Wow.
Well, not really the year.
We have not done our decade episode yet, Dinkar.
Whatever's going on. Our decade episode, where we discuss the highlights from the decade.
And the lowlights.
And the lowlights from the decade.
Yes. And the midlights. The lights.
That's just everything. Vulture has this great article. Every movie from the 2010s ranked. Every single one.
Oh my god. Wait, how many? That's insane.
I believe the list is like
how many movies?
In the 4,000-5,000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no. 2,000 something.
And that's just Bollywood. So what about Hollywood?
Well, if they're ranking all of the Bollywoods, I don't know. Golmaal 3, 1 and 2 are at the top. 3 is obviously the best. 5 is 4th. 4 is 4. Man.
Ranking the Golmaals of the decade.
Right after that is all the Saws, of course.
Yeah. And then Human Centipede. Alright. Jishnu.
Hello.
So, what are we talking here, boys? We're talking about...
We have words from friends.
We have words from friends, not the app.
Love that game.
We got some email after a very long time. People remembered us. They were like, the Earth is moving into a new decade. Let's find out what's happening with Geek Fruit. First name, Satyam. Last name, Morwal. I like the way this email comes to us.
Is that how he wrote it?
No, this is how it's submitted on our contact, on our form, on our contact on our site. So, he says, hey, I'm a huge fan of the podcast and I love listening to fellow nerds talking about things I care about. The reason I am writing this is recently I did something which helped me in getting my nerd crew, or he must have meant cred. Yes. Before last night, which was the 31st.
Where his nerd crew now?
Yes, we are. Before last night, which was the 31st, I never watched any Star Wars movies. I've always listened to you guys talk about Star Wars, but I never liked it so much.
like the talking or Star
Even
Wars?
if you like Star Wars, you won't like us talking about Star Wars. I have tried watching it several times though. Last night, while I was listening to your new episode about the Rise of Skywalker, I decided that I should give it another try because now I don't consider it a movie but a saga. I started watching it in the chronological order and finished the prequels. I'm currently watching Solo and my plan is to finish watching all the movies so that I can watch ROS in theaters so that I can witness the end of this saga with glory.
Damn.
Nice.
Well
So
done,
it's
man.
not really there's no real question. It's just a great mail. It's
Nice.
a great mail.
That means we have done our job.
Have we? We
Our
got one
job
more
is to get
person
people
into
to watch
this.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, somebody who didn't like it before.
That's true.
Give it a second chance.
Oh, that is good.
That's the win.
Yeah, I like that.
That's the win.
Yeah, we don't try to force people to watch Star Wars. I mean, you're dead to us, but it's fine. It's okay. It's all right. You don't have to.
I believe you don't have to watch anything if you don't want to.
You
I
don't
think
watch television, movies. Don't do anything.
Don't do anything.
Just
I
sit
think
at home.
being a nerd, a geek, if you will,
Yes.
is about...
It's terrible. Don't do it.
It's a
trap.
creed. It does, like, you don't have to watch exactly what we tell you to watch. You could watch your own thing. But if you're a geek about it, then cool. You're good with us.
I actually like I like it when people go beyond the film that they watch or the TV show that they watch
Yeah.
and want to learn more.
Exactly.
That's
That's
my
the
favorite
geekism
thing.
part of it.
That's my favorite thing about this, that there's so much to talk about. So, Satyam, thank you so much. As my mother used to say, Satyam! All the time.
Isn't that an internet provider?
That is, yeah, I want to say so. Satyam Internet?
That
What?
sounds right. Anybody?
No.
Anybody? Satyam
I don't
Internet?
know.
Are you talking about the
Sounds-
software company?
Yeah.
That was a thing. Oh, that was a thing.
There was,
software.
they ran into some trouble.
Oh, shit.
No, but Satyam is what my mother used to say. It was like,
Like truth?
Truth! Like, like the doorbell would ring and she goes, Satyam! If she was saying something before, Tejas, you're not studying. You're not getting marks because you're studying. And then the doorbell goes, ding dong. She goes, Satyam!
Why is it Satyam? Because the
it's
doorbell
like,
rang.
it's like a
it's a sign.
that,
What are you saying?
Like a black cat?
So, like, she said something.
Like an omen?
An omen, yes.
I mean...
Like, because the bell rang, it becomes the truth.
It's because, yeah,
Like,
even
this is
see,
gonna come true now.
It's like Jinx.
Even God is saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that God, I tell you. Anyway, listen, that's one of the two mails. Satyam, thank you so much for writing, and thank you so much for even watching Star Wars, man. It gets...
Tell us, what do you think of Star Wars now?
Yeah. Now he was finishing Solo by the time the new year.
You should write him
was
when you
coming
finish,
around.
because
write to us when you finish.
not many people begin and follow through with chronological viewing order. Because most people will tell you not to do that, but I'm okay with you doing that. That's great.
That's great.
But
It's
I'm
totally
curious.
fine.
I'm curious how you think about it.
See, and he did chronological order in terms of the film chronological order. So he's going prequels,
exactly.
then Solo, then Rogue,
standalones.
then 4, 5, 6. All right.
Good on you.
Great one. Good one, Satyam.
Let me add something similar.
Sure.
On Instagram, graphic_Pandit messaged us saying, hey, I've got a question which might require expertise.
All right.
I haven't watched Star Wars. I watched the very first film ages ago. After listening to your latest episode, I'm thinking I should watch it all.
I love that after 300 episodes, people are finally going like, maybe we should watch Star Wars.
Well, it's not like our 300 episodes are about Star Wars.
Well,
About
about 250
299
of them are about Star Wars.
I mean,
Let's be honest, this is a Star Wars podcast.
they listened to a spoilerific discussion of Rise of Skywalker in which we weren't fully on board with some of the things that happened in the movie.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, I should watch this.
Yeah.
No, finally they
We're-
sound like
we're
they
honest.
actually, it was a realistic take on Star Wars. And
It was
not
a biased
just,
yet honest.
I'm
Honest
with you.
yet biased.
Honest yet biased.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much feedback on that episode. Maybe we should just talk about that, right? So, graphic_Pandit, to start with, said that he wants to ask whether he should watch the series in release date order or chronological order.
Here we go.
Which
Here we
we were
go.
just discussing, so I figured, like, fine, put down the definitive.
What's your definitive, Dinkar?
I think you should go in chronological order of the movies. You should do 4, 5, 6 first.
Of
so-
release.
Of release.
Of release.
Of release, yes.
Yes.
But then where
Not of the story, not of the plot.
Yeah.
But then what about the Star Wars story movies?
The standalone ones,
Yeah.
I
The
wonder,
anthos.
I haven't considered that before. I would always say, like, do 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, that's the way it should be done.
I agree.
But then what about beyond 7?
Do you
8, 9?
consider
This is
this
worth
part of the
thinking about.
viewing order? Maybe Rogue One because it's definitively.
I would
tied
like
in?
to do it like this now. Alright, let's come
Yeah.
up with a brand new, the Geek Fruit order, the machete order of our own.
Yes.
4,
The
5,
Geek Fruit
6, we
Yeah,
start
4,
with.
5, 6,
Are we
1,
agreed
2,
on
3.
that?
Fruit
Yeah,
order,
yeah.
like the final order and the first order. The fruit
Correct.
order.
I propose, after 4, 5, 6, Rogue One.
Just to be this
Yes.
guy.
No, it's like,
Okay.
first of all, I think it might be the best of the standalones.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
there are only 2 standalones.
Yeah.
Correct, so it's a better one. And it is
The battle
it's a
between
direct
the bands.
prequel. So it's kind of like what
Yes.
George Lucas envisioned, where he
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I'll tell you this amazing story, and then tell you what led up to it. Rogue One is like almost an immediate prequel to Episode 4, so it kind of makes sense to watch it right after you finish the first trilogy, right?
Interesting.
I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think you need to rush to see those two at all because
I agree.
they have zero impact on anything preceding and after the
There's
fact.
some emotional
Absolutely,
stakes.
that's why I think you
emotional
should
stakes,
have-
emotional stakes for people that you never see again. At
I
least
mean,
for
like,
the time
let
being.
me no, I
Maybe when the
disagree.
Cassian thing comes, I'll
Okay.
be like, okay, you should really watch
If
Rogue
you
One
want to
prep for that.
really give a shit about the Rebel Alliance and not just because it's a good versus evil story or just really feel their pain, then Rogue One is the
Then
movie
watch
to
Clone
watch.
Wars.
Watch
Or
Rebels.
Rebels,
Watch Rebels.
yeah.
Oh,
if
are
you
we
want-
including TV shows now?
No, we're not.
Oof.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's really
Come on,
complicated.
let's
Okay.
answer the man's question. So,
Okay, so-
I say 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Bus, go.
Okay.
Hey,
No.
what about the standalones?
And then after the fact.
What?
Enjoy it on its own.
It's a DLC.
I say do it.
Ah.
It's a DLC. I say do it on its own.
Interesting.
I
Dinka,
really
what
like
about you?
Rogue One.
For the
Okay.
first time viewing ever, like if you've never seen Star Wars and you want to see what is the vibe of Star Wars, these two standalones are not the Star Wars vibe. They're by design
I
a
think
very
Solo
different
is
thing.
very much the Star Wars vibe.
It's more than Rogue One, but not as much.
But Rogue One is a
It's a
solid
great-
movie.
It's a
Man,
great
Rogue
movie.
One is a
I'm just
great
saying for the
movie.
first time, like we love Rogue One and Solo because we have seen the other 9 movies a
I agree
million
with
times.
you.
No, I think Rogue One is a strong movie by itself.
It is. Are Baba.
No,
It is. But
I
I'm saying
think
you're
it's-
watching it in context next to having seen 1 through 9 a
Do you
million
think-
times.
But
Can I
I'm saying
ask
if
you
you've
a
never
question?
seen
give
1
you
through
enough
9,
context to watch Rogue One, no?
yeah,
Oh
it'll
my
give
God.
you context.
This is the Geek Fruit podcast. Listen, let me ask you guys a question. Is Rogue One maybe for people watching it in our generation, like how the prequels were introduced us to Star Wars in many ways? Do you think Rogue One is a great gateway film actually for people because it's a lot more modern in the sense that it's the story,
Yeah.
the way it's been made and stuff?
I know. I wouldn't do that because I think it would.
Oh, yeah, it'll
your
confuse the
expectations.
shit out of
No,
people.
yeah, your expectations are going to be
Oh,
so
interesting,
undercut.
interesting.
Because you're like, oh, I love the grittiness, and then you get freaking Chewie and these dudes walking around with an R2 in a movie made in the 70s.
Interesting,
Which is
interesting.
like, wait, what?
I
This-
would
the
say
vibe is just not.
Okay, what's your order actually? Let me.
I'm thinking it out loud, but
Yeah.
4, 5, 6 get a great story.
Yeah.
Show people why everyone fell in love with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Rogue One, give you an immediate backstory to what you just saw, plus open your world up to like all these other things, and suddenly like it immediately expands your world because you're like, wait, there are these amazing people who just lived and died before the entire story that I just watched, and there's so many different tones in this movie. Then Solo, breezy, decent, palate cleanser. then 1, 2, 3, an intense saga that you like again have to pay attention to. Plus, at this point, after you have seen Rogue One and Solo, you're like, okay, I get it. These movies can vary a lot in tone because 1, 2, 3, you have to be prepared for some inconsistencies in the giant duration of them.
Yeah.
And then 7, 8, 9.
Interesting.
Are we missing any in that?
No,
right?
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. That's interesting.
So 4, 5, 6, Rogue One, Solo,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Very cool. That's
You tell
actually-
us.
I don't know, man. I'm actually inclined to do it in the way that it was released, which is 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
But the machete order is 4, 5,
1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
6.
3, 6. What if there was a new machete
I
order?
think that's an
There-
interesting
there must
thought
be.
experiment, but I don't know if it...
I think it works. I
Yeah?
think it does work. I've not watched it in that order before.
Neither have I, which is why
There
I feel
has
like
to be a new
after 4
machete
and
order
5
because since
There's-
Palpatine's
so-
back
now,
now, it's
so
like
if you do
the
seven-
point of the
what
machete
if you
order is to
start-
give Palpatine that much more power
Exactly.
by watching.
Yeah.
So what if you watch 7, 8? Okay,
start at 7, 8?
Yeah, why not? You're Rey.
Sure.
Basically, if you're...
That's
before
like starting at
seven-
episode 4.
Right, so you start at 7.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because, people, if you want to get people to Star Wars right now, start with 7. Okay? So
Okay.
you go with 7, you finish 7, then you stop, man.
I like it. Okay.
Then you
I'm
stop.
listening.
Then you go.
Then you do
Then you
4,
go.
5,
No, then
4, 5, 1, 2, 3,
6.
4, 5.
4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9.
Then, no, wait. So
Yeah.
7, 4, 5. Then you do 1, 2, 3. Solo.
6. Oh, Solo.
Rogue One. And then you go to 8. Oh, wait, no. I got even better one.
Yeah.
Well, you could do 7, 4, 5,
8.
8,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
6, 9. Yeah.
6 and 9. Yeah,
I like
that's
it. I think that's our order.
That's the one.
7, 4, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. Done.
Wait, yes,
Good
you're right.
Lord.
Yeah,
Take
that's
it
the
and
one.
go.
That's the one.
It makes sense.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
it
I love
makes
it.
sense thematically.
That is the most
I love
amazing
it.
thing we've
I
ever
love it.
contributed to Star Wars.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How will
It's
you
super-
actually watch stuff like this?
I mean,
Hang on.
okay, one second. Are we discrediting
One more
the
time with
audience?
feeling. Let me just make
Okay.
sure I get this right in my head. One more time with
4.
feeling.
Wait,
No,
we did-
7.
Wait, we didn't. We also we
Okay,
didn't include
give me the
Rogue One and Solo.
explain
Right?
it
Yeah,
with
we did.
reasoning, right? Because otherwise we're just
Okay,
saying
so I'll
numbers for a
explain.
lot of
I'll
our audience who are
explain.
figuring
We're
out
making
why they should do
Rey
this.
I'll
is the new
explain.
Luke.
So Rey is Luke, okay? This is if the audience knows nothing
So you
about Star
begin
Wars,
with
they
episode
are Rey.
7, The Force
She's
Awakens.
clueless. She
Yeah.
doesn't know anything about the rest of the universe. She's only heard of the myth of Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
as are the many new people who are coming to Star Wars right now. So she's Rey. At the end of Star Wars The Force Awakens, she's just like, Han Solo, The Force, Kylo Ren, who are these people? And then we explain. For episode 4, A New Hope, we find out Luke's story. Episode 5, Empire Strikes. He's my dad? What? This guy's Anakin Skywalker? But who is Anakin Skywalker? We go to
So you go
episode
to-
1.
Yes.
Then we do 1, and we see Jake Lloyd. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Then we watch the Clone Wars. Then we come to episode 3.
And then 10 years later,
and
you
then
come
we're just
back
like,
to
holy
episode
shit, this guy is Darth Vader. But who's Darth Vader? Will he ever bring balance to the Force? Yes, he will. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. He goes, he throws the Emperor down a pothole. We'll never see that guy again.
You said
Episode
pothole?
9.
But you
There
skipped
are
episode 8.
potholes in the...
Oh, sorry.
No,
Episode
6 and then 8. Yeah.
No.
Oh, no. Wait.
You're right. We did episode 7, 4, 5, 1,
1,
2,
2,
3. No, 1, 2, 3.
3, 8,
8,
6, 9.
8, 6, 9.
Why are you going to 8 and then
Wait,
coming
we
back
had
to
a
6?
better order somewhere here.
No,
right?
no, you're right. We don't. It's 8 and 9 at the end. 8 and 9 at the end.
Yeah,
You
you'd have to do
you
it
start with
together,
Rey. You
no?
start with Rey.
I
You
got
finish
it.
with Rey.
No. 4, 7, 4, 5,
1, 2, 3, 6.
8, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. We have to end 6 and 9.
I think
together.
you have to see 6 before you see 8. You gotta see you have to see Luke at his best
Yeah,
to
you're
then
right,
him
you're
be like,
right.
actually that was balls.
Actually, that's perfect.
You
You're
need
so
to see
right.
6 right before 8.
I'm with you.
Because 8 is built on everything that was great about him in 6. 6 is him in his prime, and then 8 is him like, actually that prime wasn't that great. And the 9 is like, actually it was that great.
Oh, this is great. I love this.
Interesting.
Right? Am I
Wait,
wrong?
Can we do this order? Man, I
It
want to
can
watch
work.
it like this.
I don't know if it'll work when it plays out because I feel like if you start with 7,
We're looking
a lot
for
of the
guinea
stuff,
pigs.
a lot of stuff that's interesting about, or like not even interesting, that is emotionally impactful about 7. Like when we say Han Solo, that
Oh, yeah,
moment
talk about-
loses
yeah,
so
yeah.
much power because you haven't seen
absolutely,
it
yeah.
before.
One second. I disagree.
What?
Are you saying that the effect of Han Solo's... Sorry, spoilers. We're telling people what order to watch it and we're also spoiling it.
Yeah.
Han Solo's exit from the franchise
Sure.
is more powerful than Obi-Wan's in episode 4. Yes, it is, because we've seen Han for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
But Alec Guinness's role is about as impactful for me as a kid, because you know what's going to happen. It's like when Obi-Wan looks at Qui-Gon and fighting Darth Maul, and you're just like, I don't know Darth Maul, I only know him for one movie, but it's Liam Neeson, he has this kind of skills, which is not good enough right now.
I'd argue Obi-Wan is more impactful because he genuinely plays the father figure role.
Exactly.
But in
so
Force Awakens, Han
so that's why
is
it's
not...
fine to start with 7.
Yeah, but your point of like, does the death of Han equal the death of Obi-Wan in Episode 4? And I
I'm
think
not-
Obi-Wan
yeah.
is more impactful because Obi-Wan is genuinely ushering Luke into this universe.
I agree.
Han
So I'm
is just
saying-
like, you're the bonus character. We didn't need you.
Yeah, yeah.
We stumbled onto your ship and you're here. You're cool. So it's a fan service moment to see him. But he's not terribly
But
impactful.
it's got impact. Dude,
Of course it has
we didn't
impact.
even talk
Hey,
after that movie ended,
because
dude.
we watched other
Yeah,
movies
but
before.
after you've experienced every single Star Wars thing before
Yeah, but did
that,
you-
right?
did
That's
you talk after
exactly what
episode
we're
4?
trying to do for people here.
Yes. So then why are you making them start from the...
Because we just said that Obi-Wan's death is far more powerful than Han Solo's.
Yeah.
So you're making them start from the non-powerful one?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
you got to build up. Can't build down. Yes, I
I
can't
know,
believe we
it's
won
a theory.
that. Can't believe we won that point. Hey,
I don't think so.
you just said
I said as in like, okay, I
I'll
see your
consider
point.
it.
I don't think
He's
so.
still typing, he's
I'm
still typing.
considering it. I think starting with episode 7 is fine.
That's great.
A lot of people did in the real world, and
That's
they
what we're
are
going
now
off
fans.
the real world then, Kar.
Yes, but we're not talking about where you can start. I think you can start from anywhere. Start
So
from
graphic underscore
start from
pundit.
6 if you want.
I'm
but
so sorry.
This is about creating the ideal viewing order more so than the ideal story, right? Because otherwise we'd watch it in
Viewing
like
is
chronological
your
order of
viewing
the
the
plot.
story.
What is your story?
It's your story.
What do you mean? They don't know the
It's
difference.
his
You're going
story.
up and down in
Or
the
her
timeline.
When it's
story.
your first experience, it's
Huh.
the same. Your viewing order and your story is your story. Like,
I agree.
Like, that's the thing. Like, when we first see Star Wars Episode 4, we're not thinking, oh, this is the 4th episode all that much. It's an afterthought after the fact when you finish the movie and you've had that experience of like start, middle, and end. And like, cool, that was a lot of fun. I can't wait for the next one. Oh, wait a minute. Right, there should be 3 before this, aren't there? That's cool. It's your story. You're not thinking about the fact that you're in the 4th episode when you're watching the movie.
Yeah. That's a lot of people went for the movie without knowing that it was
Yeah.
the middle of a story.
In episode 7.
Episode 4.
And even in 7.
Well,
like,
yeah,
I'm
when
sure
they
there's
went
some
for the
people...
movie, it was in the middle of the story yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So give us your order again.
Jesus. 7. Oof.
I'm gonna
4,
lie down.
5. 1, 2, 3,
6,
Six.
8, 9.
8, 9.
Interesting. And
It's
you're leaving the
definitely-
standalone films out of this.
Bonus material. If you really want, can I give you... Okay, then I'll give you one.
No.
Let's go one deeper.
Please. Oh, God.
7. God. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Solo, Rogue One. Yeah, actually that works really well because Rogue One kind of leads into 4, so you know where it's going to go. But you see the effect of Darth Vader, then you see him next directly in 6.
Wait.
Yeah, I got it. And then 8, then 9.
I'm gonna throw a fucking toolbox
I
into
know what
this
he's
machine.
gonna say. I know
You
what he's
start
gonna
with Solo.
Okay.
Because then the death in episode 7 as your second movie is impactful because you know who this man is when he shows up. And then
Interesting.
you go Solo.
That's amazing.
7, 1, no, Solo, 7, 4.
What?
No, Solo, 7, Rogue One.
lost Jishnu.
4, 5, 1, 2, 3.
Solo, episode
7,
7, and then Rogue
Rogue
One.
One. And then
But
4.
then you're
That's
watching a
brilliant.
prequel to something you have no context to, no?
You don't know it's a prequel.
I
You don't
see.
know that it's a prequel.
Okay,
Yeah,
you don't
for
know
them
it's a
it's
direct
Rogue
prequel.
Rogue One, then 4, 5,
Yes.
6.
So you go Solo, 7, Rogue One, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6,
That-
7, 8, 9.
If you skip
I
credits...
applaud this man. This
My
is the
God.
man
All right.
Star Wars needs right now.
Say
I
when
will
we
say
can-
this. You know, like think
Nobody's
about you.
saying
They,
that.
if you remove all the numbers from this, then it's just the Marvel series, right? It's the Infinity Saga. But imagine if imagine if Ant-Man was the first movie that released, or like Captain America: Civil War released first, and you're just like, oh, what the tits is going on? And you're just like, oh, but you gotta watch it. This is how it is for most people right now for Star Wars. So us trying to streamline it is not the worst thing. It's a good idea.
We're not streamlining it.
We're making it easier for people to
Palatable.
Yeah. I'm with you, Jishnu. I think this is a great idea.
This order?
I think it's a cool, interesting way to watch Star Wars, especially for today's. I don't know, like a lot of people who watch.
Would you
the old
recommend
one-
this for a first viewing? Like I was saying at the start of this.
Okay, if
I just
know
want
someone-
somebody to do
machete-
this so I can just
Yeah.
be
We
need
amused
guinea
by
pigs.
somebody doing
I
this.
believe the
We need
machete
guinea
order
pigs.
is an interesting thought experiment or a way of viewing it after you've seen the saga,
Yeah.
whichever way you happen to choose. But I don't know if it's the best way to like do it.
The best way to do
away.
it is watch 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
But no, Mr.
Absolutely
Pandit.
chronological order?
Mr. Pandit, I say, that's the name, right? Mr.
Catholic
Pandit.
Pandit.
Yeah.
Because then you're just watching the movies.
Solo, 7, Rogue One, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6,
8, 9.
8, 9.
I
That's
think
brilliant.
4, 5, 6,
Take
1,
it
2,
and
3,
go.
7, 8, 9 is a more straightforward, simpler way for you to get into the...
No, this is what I'm using for us. Please do this, please do
Whenever,
this.
But I will add Rogue One and Solo
Whenever
after 4,
I tell
5, 6.
people like to watch, especially if I care about them, I tell them to watch it the way the world watches it.
Yeah,
That's
of
just the
course.
way you should, right? But this is interesting. This is
It's
so much more
interesting,
amusing.
yes.
It's a guinea pig. We need some guinea pigs to just try this out and tell us what happened. Record your reactions. We want to know.
But
And
does
watch
G-
the trailers in between the movies. I want to feel that also. Like how we felt it when the Force
Interesting.
awakened. All right.
Did we have another email to get
We
to?
do have one more email.
my God.
We have one last one. But this is less of a question, I think. This is from Rishikesh Vidya. And it says, the short text field. Just wanted to thank you guys for keeping the geek community in India alive. The message is, so recently visited Comic-Con Mumbai and I was blown away by your performance. So I started following you on all social media and found out about your, in caps, podcast.
Nice.
And it's so good. I have already binged through most of it. That's impossible.
151
What?
episodes is most of it.
Well,
Wow.
sure, yeah, okay. I suppose
This was
that's...
just slaying it.
that's technically
it's,
correct.
It's in caps. Too good. Full stop. It's one of my favorite franchises, and I appreciate you guys. Oh no, sorry, I missed a line. Sorry,
missed a word?
My favorite episode. My
Oh.
favorite one is Assassin's Creed episode. It's too good. It's one of my favorite franchises. I appreciate you guys for doing this episode. Thank you for keeping geek culture. Oh, sorry, this is in caps as well.
Oh, good.
Thank you for keeping geek culture alive. Thanks, Rishikesh. Thanks for, please, just so you know, we're playing at Comic-Con again, in Feb. We're playing, Comic-Con Ahmedabad. Please tell all your friends, Feb 1st and 2nd. We'll see you guys there. This is the Geek Food Bulletin.
How many times have you caught yourself Googling stuff on health and wondering if it's the right information? How many times have you heard different health experts give opposing views, which has only left you confused? There are rising cases of cancer, heart, diabetes, stress, and autoimmune diseases. Meet the patients and the experts who paved the path of true healing. Join me, Rachna Chachi, cancer nutrition coach and nutritional therapist on Heal and Hearty. I take you through my own journey of recovery from an incurable disease and the journey of so many others who healed only via nutrition and holistic healing. Find the answers you seek for what's good for your health and what's good for your soul. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. Don't forget your date with good health.
This is the amazing story of something awesome. Once, Chuck decided to start a podcast, and so he did. The end. Okay, that was a crappy story. But I've got some really cool stories over at my new show, The Origin of Things. On this podcast, I look at the stories of how brands came into being, and sometimes evolved out of quite unexpected circumstances. And to make it really fun, I reveal the name of the brand, and sometimes a category, only at the very end. The show is 5 to 7 minutes per episode and perfect for trivia junkies and brand nerds, especially those with short attention spans. New episodes out every Wednesday on IVM Podcasts app or website or any podcast app or site that you happen to prefer. End of story, they lived happily ever after.